Good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to Nancy Drew, The Curse of Blackmoor Manor. Once again, I am using the DG Voodoo third-party software to help me run this game in my Windows 10 setup. It just refuses to run without it, even in any kind of a compatibility mode or anything, so that's why we have the DG Voodoo text down here once again. Right, let's take a look at the help screen here to see if this game has anything new compared to the previous ones. So once again, we have a cell phone on Nancy that we can make and receive calls with anywhere, and also use the web button to do an internet search and look at Nancy's email. Alright, and then we've got the notebook, journal, and notes, just like in the previous game. Toolbox is once again divided into the hand tab and the eye tab, and looks like everything is just like it was in the previous game. Alright, let's get into it.
Welcome to my latest case, The Curse of Blackmoor Manor. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Gameplay Overview.
Junior Detective is plenty challenging enough for me.
Dear Ned, greetings from jolly old England. Although right now I'm not so sure about the jolly part. That's because I'm on my way to Blackmoor Manor, where the daughter of one of our neighbors is living. The daughter, whose name is Linda, recently married Hugh Penvellyn, a British diplomat. Hugh travels a lot, so the only people at the manor with Linda are Hugh's aunt, Mrs. Drake, and Hugh's 12-year-old daughter, Jane. The thing is, ever since Linda moved into the manor, her health has gone downhill. She's practically bedridden, and no one seems to know why. Her mother is convinced something is terribly wrong and wants me to find out what. So here I am, about to be dropped off at a huge centuries-old mansion in the middle of a dark, foggy moor. I can't tell whether the butterflies in my stomach are because I'm excited or just a tad creeped out. Talk to you soon. I hope. Nancy.
Night, miss, and good luck.
So this is new. We get an actual cutscene at the start of the game.
Nancy. Who's there? Hello? There's something out there!
Where, child?
Over there! I mean, something was out there.
Come in.
Ooh.
I'm Mrs. Drake. I take it you are Nancy Drew?
Yes, and I really did see something, Mrs. Drake. I heard something, too.
Oh, people are always seeing and hearing things on the moor at night, especially you Americans. Why don't you just go on up to your room? It's the one with the moon on the door.
I'd like to see Linda, if I could.
I'm afraid Linda is, not quite ready to meet with you just now. But please, come see me after you've unpacked. I'll be in the conservatory.
All right, thank you.
So, wow, as I said, usually, this is how we're kind of used to starting the game. I think in all of the previous games, we've kind of already been in the room that we're staying in, and there hasn't been like a start of the game cutscene, but it certainly does add to the atmosphere, starting the game with a cutscene like that. So far, I'm pretty happy. Right. So we've got some probably Greek mythology here. Egyptian stuff as well. And then we've got a bed. And we've got a phone here as well. Is that a box of tissues? No, that's the alarm clock. Okay, how do I get out of this? Cancel. Right. And then the phone. Cook and who's Hugh? Well, I guess let's find out.
I'm sorry, I cannot take your call right now. Either leave me a message at the embassy or call me back later. Thank you.
Okay. Light switch, or does that just mean picking up the phone? Well, it's been a while since we've had this alarm clock thing. I'm kind of trying to remember which game we had it in, which is the most recent game that we've had it in. Is it the museum one? What was it? The red hand thing. Can't even remember the name anymore. Anyway, moving on. There we go, now we can pan around again. So something goes there, obviously.
A tripod. For a camera, maybe?
And then we've got like something here. Oh. Constellations? Oh, okay. Is that like the vernal equinox? And then this is solstice. And then this is the autumn equinox. What's that though, Bruma? I have no idea. Well, I suppose those will start making sense at some point. And then we've got like a window seat here.
Wonder what goes there. Something fits in here, but what?
Could it be another moon thing? And I guess we can't do anything further with the window seat. No, we have to find the thing that goes there and then we can probably like open it or something. And then we've got our luggage. What do we have in here? Nothing. Nothing that we can interact with, at least. Okay then. So that's that. Do we have anything else in here? I have no idea. I don't really read Latin. So I have no idea what this translates to. What can we interact with here? The box. Blue and then that kind of a crescent moon. Oh. Blue, red, green. Looks like blue, red and green are the only... Oh, we can... Okay. So, I guess... Do we have to... I have no idea what we have to do with this. Books that we can't look at more closely. And then we've got the door. So that's that. I wonder what we need to do with these things. Or like with this box. I guess. Do we have to like set the different sides of the box to the correct color and moon phase? So there's a lion, a dragon, something. And we can see the other sides as well. So we've got fish. Can we see the underside? No. There's no way to... So I guess we're just working with the 5 sides here. And where did we have the... This is where we had the constellations. So... I mean, we can see kind of some different animals here. But I don't think this is going to be the thing that is going to help us determine what we need to do with the box. What do we have on our phone? We've got home, Mrs. Petrov, and Ned. So weird that we don't have George and Bess here this time.
Hello?
Hi, Ned.
Hey, Nancy.
Just wanted to let you know I got here safely.
So how's Blackmoor Manor?
A little on the spooky side.
And what has Detective Drew discovered so far?
Just calling to say hi. I'll talk to you soon.
I'll be waiting.
That is very annoying that the kind of mouse cursor kept going to the middle of the kind of text box, or it wouldn't stay on the side where I put it. And then who is Mrs. Petrov?
You have reached the Petrovs. No one can come to the phone right now. Feel free to either leave a message or call back. Thank you.
Hello, Mrs. Petrov. It's Nancy Drew. I just arrived at Blackmoor Manor. Why don't you give me a call when you get the chance? Bye.
All right. What do we have? Oh, okay. No email service abroad. Dear valued customer, just a reminder that your current phone plan does not allow for the sending or receiving of emails outside the continental United States. Hopefully your decision not to upgrade to a more flexible, albeit somewhat more expensive plan has not caused you too much inconvenience. Sincerely, customer service. Please, phone company. Okay. Hi, bye from Bess and George. Well, you're off to England and we're off to sailing camp. Hopefully this will be the year Bess and I win the regatta instead of those snobby Maxwell twins. Bess thinks they should be disqualified for being too tan and setting a bad example for the younger campers when it comes to skincare. But I don't think the camp director's going to buy it. Anyway, no digital devices allowed, so cheerio, pip pip, and we'll talk to you when you get back. George and Bess. Okay, so that's why we can't call them. A hearty congratulations. Congrats on your Great Britain gig. We'll be thinking of you while we help our neighbor, Mr. Bergdorf, install his brand new satellite dish and big screen television. Hopefully our unselfish act of kindness will help him forget all those petunias we trampled while chasing fly balls into his yard, and will compel him to invite us over once in a while, like whenever a major sports event is on. Good luck cracking the case, Frank and Joe. Yeah, we can't call them either. Can we? So we can do internet searches, but we can't receive or send email. That's a bit weird. Why stars seem to move? And I guess info on the Blackmoor Manor? Should we read the info on Blackmoor Manor? Ugh. I did not mean to do that. We'll read up on the stars when it becomes relevant. So, Blackmoor Manor, Essex, United Kingdom. Built in the 12th century by a warrior named Randolph the Red, Blackmoor Manor is one of the oldest residences in England. Randolph and his descendants came to be known by the ancient name for the area surrounding Blackmoor, Penvellyn. The Penvellans have inhabited the manor ever since it was built. It was abandoned in 1650 after its owner was executed for witchcraft, but by 1715 the Penvellans had moved back into the manor and re-established themselves as a respectable, wealthy family, a reputation which remains to this day. Nothing further. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to get out of the room then. Let's see what we've got here. So our room is kind of at the end of this corridor. And that's what the door looks like. So we've got those moons there. So...
Now, Ethel, do I have to learn this?
Yes, I'm afraid you do.
If I do well, can we play a game?
Yes, but only in French.
Okay, there's
I need the key.
I
need the key.
keyhole. Interesting.
This is not a good time.
Okay. So, should we go see what's up the stairs then? What? The stairs are making noises. And then we've got some kind of something here. I'm not going to touch this yet because I have no idea what this is and what it does. Weird staircase. Well, anyway, red eyes. The, whatever it was that scared us had red eyes as well.
I need something else for this.
Okay.
Oh, forget it. Stay in Italy as long as you want then. Some kind of husband you're proving to be. It's not all in my head. Don't bother.
What?
Linda? Hi, it's me, Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew, our friendly neighborhood detective. Well, welcome to Blackmoor Manor. I apologize for greeting you under such unusual circumstances.
So, how are you feeling?
How am I feeling? Well, I feel like... I feel like something really strange is happening.
Could you be more specific?
Could I be more specific? Ah, the ace detective is grilling me for details. I'm tired all the time, my mouth is dry, my vision is blurry, but that's not important. Here's what's important, Nancy. There are some doors that should never be opened. There are some doors that hold secrets which must never be known. That's everything you need to know. Now if...
Mummy, can I come in?
No, you're supposed to be in your lessons.
Lessons are over. I want to meet Nancy.
I said no, Jane.
Okay.
That was my stepdaughter. She can be such a pest sometimes. Anyway, I understand you feel an obligation to my mother, but trust me, there's nothing you can do. You're welcome to stay, but I strongly recommend that you go home as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, why exactly are we here?
Please, Linda, just tell me what's wrong. Linda? Okay, I'll let you rest. But I'll be back. I'm here for you if you need me.
Okay. Should we go snooping without asking? Apparently her husband is in Italy and I guess is going to be staying there for a while longer. And she wasn't very happy about it. Just kind of looking for anything we can interact with here, but I guess there really isn't much. I mean, we can look at the stuff on the table there, but we can't really do anything else. Okay, well, we can look at the photos. Let's check out the rest of this corridor or...
This must be Mrs. Drake's room. Guess she's not in her room.
What?
Oh, it's just a parrot.
Scared ya?
No, you didn't.
Did you? Did you?
What's your name?
Lolo, 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 Lolo.
Okay, I get the point. Lulu.
Lolo, 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 Lolo.
Do you by any chance know Latin?
Quiste rogavit, bene vidi vici, semper ubi sub ubi, morituri status.
I'll take that as a yes. Would you mind translating something for me?
Fire away.
Bruma?
The longest day of the year is solstitium, the summer solstice. The shortest day is bruma, the winter solstice. Equinoctium vernum is a spring equinox. Equinoctium autumnalis is a fall equinox. Day equals night. Lulu's always right.
Okay. Can't ask Lulu to translate anything else. We do have some more Latin that I'd like translated.
Bye, bird.
Bob's your uncle. Hello.
How good are you at giving hints?
Tell your troubles to Lulu.
Okay. Starbucks. Musical lock.
I could use a hint when it comes to that weird star box that's in my room.
Ding dong, sing along. Brigitte's coat, be sure to note. Pretty tune, stars and moon. Favorite night, your delight.
Bridget's coat.
Bye, bird.
I kinda love this bird.
Top of the morning to you, matey.
How about a hint?
Lulu hungry. Lulu want cake first.
You mean like a cupcake or something?
Jane's room. Jane's room. Look in Jane's room.
All right, I guess I'll look in Jane's room.
Polly is a stupid bird. Polly is a stupid bird. Pay no attention to the bird behind the curtain.
Okay, so that's the bird there. What's in here?
I need the key.
Okay.
I need the key.
I guess let's go downstairs and see who we can meet down there.
There goes my cell phone. Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Mrs. Petrov. How is everything? Have you seen Linda yet?
Literally speaking, no, but I did talk to her. Not that she told me anything.
I'm just about at my wit's end. I've never known her to act like this. The last doctor that examined her said that aside from a little dry skin, which is not unusual for her, she was perfectly fine.
Oh, right. So Mrs. Petrov is her mother, right?
Why is she hiding behind that curtain?
I have no idea. When I was out there last week, I got fed up and pulled the curtain back. She threw a fit, but otherwise she looked absolutely normal. A little pale, perhaps, but who wouldn't be pale, cooped up like that? Something has changed her. Something in that house. Hugh is just as bewildered and upset by her behavior as I am. Please get to the bottom of this, Nancy. You're our last hope.
So Hugh is her husband, right? And we kind of overheard her on the phone with her husband, and we overheard that he would be staying in Italy for a while longer.
Where is Hugh?
He was called to Rome. As a diplomat, he's always being called out of the country without warning and without any say in the matter. He'd much rather be there with Linda, although...
Although what?
It's just that Hugh said it hasn't been very easy for him to talk to her lately. Whenever he calls, which is at least once a day, Linda always seems to fly off the handle for no reason, which doesn't make sense. Linda has always been extremely level-headed and even-tempered. She never gets angry. At least she didn't used to.
Who exactly is Mrs. Drake?
She's Hugh's aunt. She's taken care of Blackmoor Manor ever since her brother died. He was Hugh's father. She's a bit of a character.
In what way?
The way she spends all her time in that conservatory, slouching around, trowel in hand, murmuring to herself. You'd think she was burying something. Or somebody.
Goodbye, Mrs. Petrov.
Goodbye, Nancy. Oh, one more thing. My niece is on call and her husband's out of town, and I told her I'd go over there and babysit if she had to work. So if you call and I don't answer, that's why. Bye.
All right. Wow. Where to? I guess let's start with that door there. And we find ourselves in another corridor. So that door led to the hall.
Wonder what happened in there.
Please stay out of the kitchen until the fire damage is repaired. So that's the kitchen then, huh? And what do we have here? another door to the hall. And Bridget's coat. In recognition of Bridget Penvellyn, sponsor of the Essex Cricket Club, 1751. So So I guess the door on the other side of the stairs was the one that also led to the to that corridor. What do we have here then? Oh. Is this the conservatory? Are there no, like, stairs leading down or anything? Oh, there are. Okay. Okay, I can see another puzzle here, but...
This must be some kind of well, but where's the water?
Whoa, okay.
Doesn't work. Probably because the well's empty.
Apparently that's not a puzzle. I was like, oh, that's totally one. But nope, not a puzzle. Just looked like one. Some plants here. Nothing we can interact with though. Bench. It is really pretty.
Looks like John Penbelin may have developed some of the plants that are in here himself.
Oh, outstanding achievement. Interesting. Amateur plant hybridizers. Okay, do we have anything of note over here?
A carnivorous plant. Cool.
Okay, so that's something.
Messing with her plants is probably not a good idea.
Yeah, probably not. Letitia Drake. Needed for allergy symptoms. May cause drowsiness.
Messing with her plants is probably not a good idea.
Okay, so can't do anything else there, but we did see those allergy tablets. Hello.
All settled in? Good. I'm happy that you're visiting Linda, but I know how much you teenagers like your televisions and loud stereos, so I must insist that you act respectfully and civilly while you stay with us. Since my nephew Hugh is away on business, I am in charge of this household, and if there's one thing I cannot stand, it's noise. Hugh's daughter Jane is staying with us and would very much like to meet you, but please try not to distract her. She has her studies and mustn't be disturbed during her lessons.
Okay, so the cake that the parrot wanted is in Jane's room. Let's see. So, anyone else?
Is anyone else staying here?
We do not have any permanent house staff, if that's what you mean. The Penvillans have always been self-reliant. We get on quite well without being continuously mollycoddled by a squadron of insipid, gossiping ne'er-do-wells. Now, we do have 2 other house guests. Are Mr. Nigel Mukherjee, who is researching the Penvillan family history in the library, and Ethel Bossany, Jane's tutor.
Okay.
What is Jane studying?
What every British schoolgirl needs to know. All of her schooling in the States has left her with, shall we say, a cultural deficit. She's in capable hands now.
Do you know why Linda refuses to let anyone see her?
I don't know, and the doctors don't know. No one seems to know anything. All I've been told is that Linda is unwell and that in her stead, I must look after matters. Now, please, I really do not have time to entertain you. You may have the run of the house, but do not break anything, and refrain from mucking about with items that aren't yours. 2 rules Jane seems incapable of following. And before I forget, our kitchen is being remodeled, so our dining situation is rather unorthodox. I've made arrangements with a local restaurant to deliver meals to us. There should be a programmed number for them on the phone in your room. Feel free to order whatever you'd like.
Okay.
I'm concerned about that thing I saw outside.
It was purely your imagination, unless you saw a stray dog. But I will not countenance any histrionics about this issue. We have enough to worry about with Linda. And please do not get any ideas about going outside to investigate. I do not want you tracking mud all over this house.
Okay, so stay indoors, got it?
Can you tell me about Lulu?
Lulu is a very old parrot. She must be over 80 years old. Please be very careful with her, especially if you feed her. Parrots have quite delicate constitutions, you know.
Apparently, she's partial to cake.
This conservatory is very beautiful, but why isn't there any water in the well?
I'm not quite sure. We never really used it, but it was always full of water. That is until my brother died. And then it just dried up. Most of these plants were brought over by my grandfather. He was quite the adventurer. I remember when he brought back Lulu from the Amazon. At first, Mother wouldn't allow us to play with it because it had picked up too many unsuitable words from sailors. But it gradually learned proper manners.
Goodbye.
Good evening.
So far, Lulu is my favorite character in this game. Love her. Oh, that just takes us to the table.
Who's hungry? Who's ready for some nummies?
Did you say something, Mrs. Drake?
Not to you, dear.
She's feeding the carnivorous plant, isn't she? So I don't think there's anything else for us here. Oh. Lulu did tell us to go look in Jane's room for cake. But I kind of want to see what's behind all of these doors first. So this door leads to the conservatory. I'll try to remember that. Luckily, the doors do look... Why is this so faded? Luckily, the doors do look quite different from each other. I guess we can look at all of these. So, who's who here? And whose coat were we supposed to pay special attention to? Because I guess these are the coats, right? Well, we'll come back to that later. Can't pan around here or turn to the right, unfortunately. There we go. So I guess that's the door to the outside that we're not supposed to use. There's something in that case. And something's missing here.
Looks like a piece is missing.
Calliope, Cleo, Erato, Euterpe. Betty and Penny. I have no idea what that's all about. And then we've got more coats here. This is the same as we've got in our room. Is it this coat that we need to pay attention to solve the puzzle, the box thing? Is it this that we need to, because there's a green half moon and then there's that blue one and then a red full moon and that red one. But like, which is which? That's north. So, I have no idea. So this clearly tells us what goes, which symbols go to the sides. And then the top is empty. So maybe we need to leave the top empty, so no colors and no like moon either. Or we need to cover it entirely. So the top one is like fully covered, dark. And then these ones, well, we'll come back to this. For now, as I said, I do want to see what's behind these doors. There's something here. I kind of need to end the episode as well. That's probably another door to the corridor that we went to. Yes, I think it is. So, no coat here. I guess this is the current lord of the house then. Maybe in the next episode we'll explore the place that we've got beyond these doors here. But for now, I think I will end this episode here. There's a lot to explore in this mansion and a lot to memorize. I'm pretty sure that the stuff that we found on that one coat of arms or coat there was the solution to the puzzle box in our room, but I'm just not sure which moon goes where, or like which side of the box represents north. But yeah, we'll get back to that, I think, once we've explored all of the places we've got here. And we'll continue with the exploring in the next episode. For now, thank you so much for watching and spending a little of your time with me here today. It was lovely to have you. Please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you again next time.